Hello everyone. I am K. Jansi Lakshmi, working as Assistant Professor in AC Department. My subject is VLSI Design. Today's session is Unit 4 in VLSI Design. The Unit 4, the two parts are there, two parts topics are there. First part is Subsystem Design, another one is VLSI Design Styles. Now we are going to discuss about subsystem design. The topics are shifters, adders, ALUs, multipliers, parity generators, comparators, counters, high density memory elements. Shifters, we know about shifters. We already discussed in third year first semester. These topics we already discussed in third year first semester. The shifters, we have different shifters are there. One is left shift, right shift, rotate shifts, many are there. Adders, full adders, half adders, and look at adders are there. And ALUs, what is ALUs? Arithmetic logic units. You know that multipliers, parity generators, comparators, up count and down count, counters, high density memory elements are SRAM, RAM, flash memory. These dynamic memories are high density memory element. These are the topics of subsystem design. Now we are going to first see most chips are built from collection of subsystems like adders, registers, state machines, etc. Here, digital functions can be divided into four categories. One is data path operators, memory elements, control structures, I/O structures. First topic is shifters. Here, shifters is nothing but shift the elements. Here, many microprocessor designs are using shifters. Here, three types of shifters are there. One is arithmetic shifting, logical shifting, rotation functions, and different types of shifters are there. Serial shifters, rotate shifters are there. We know that shifters. We know that left shift, right shift, and rotate shift. What is the meaning of left shift? Is nothing but the LSB bit moving to the right side. Moving to the right side is a left shift, and right shifting is nothing but shift right side. The rotate is not the rotate shift is nothing but the last LSB bit you have to moving to the MSB bit. It becomes the MSB bit. That is the rotate shift. We have see, this is the block diagram for shift register. Here see the inputs. These are the inputs. Have to giving shift 0, shift 1, shift 2. This is the outputs are there. So if you're giving input, if you're giving shifts, suppose two shifts is nothing but you have to take from these outputs only, 1 2 3 outputs, like that. These the barrel shifters. Next, this totally the shifters are three categories. One is right shift, left shift, and rotate functions are there. Next coming to the topic is adders. We know that what is adders. Any two bits you have to summing the two bits, more than two bits, and carry also it will be generating. We have two adders are there. One is half adder, full adders are there. This circuit is totally uh, full adder circuit. You have to see the expression and a logic diagram for full adder. We know that already this diagram we already discussed in the classrooms. And this circuit is a uh, single bit add. This is the n number of bits you have to adding. This is the s naught sum. This one is see here a naught b naught. These are two inputs you have to giving n number of inputs you have to giving to this adder. So sum will be is the sum. This one is the carry. So uh, this is the expression for that. This is the logic diagram of the above diagram. These are the under bit parallel adder. This is the ripple carry adder circuit diagrams. And see here, these are subtractor. Next going to the subtractor. What we have to doing the subtractor is nothing but we have to giving it subtract any two bits. This is the a naught b naught. These are the inputs. You have to giving to what is giving to the inverter. Another one is a normal input. You have to give it. A is you have to giving to the normal input. The b inputs are you have to connect it to the one inverter. So that inputs are you have to giving to the adder. Then the output of the circuit will be coming to the subtract output. So here you have to using the inverters and becomes the output is the circuit output. It will becomes the a minus b. So next adder or subtractor. This circuit is you can perform the adder come subtractor. See here, if subtract equal to 0, s equal to a plus b. Subtract it equal to 0 is nothing but you have to giving to the 0 here. This circuit acts as a addition. Addition is nothing but adder. It acts as a adder. When it is you have to giving to the subtract equal to 1 is nothing but this circuit acts as a subtract. This is the adder and the subtract circuit. Next different adders are there. Carry look ahead adders. These are the expressions are there. Next serial adder, parallel adder also there. So serial adder. Serial adder is nothing but you have to using one full adder circuit, full adder block, and this one is the D flip flop and the one AND gate. So here we have the serial is nothing but we have to LSB to you have to move it. Serial adder. Serially we can adding the bits. These are monster carry adder. These are 16-bit adder is nothing but the power consumption adder. Ripple carry is nothing but 0.117 milliwatt. These are different types of adders. carry save adder. These are different types of adders. You can see the notes. Next coming to the parity generator. What is the meaning of parity generator? It detects it may be odd or even. It may be odd parity or even parity. So here detects the number of ones is input word as odd parity. If you're giving detects only one is nothing but that is odd parity. Suppose if you're giving to the even number of ones is nothing but even parity. Function is parity. A naught plus parity expression is a naught XOR A1 XOR so on XOR AN. This is the logic diagram. These are logic diagram for parity generator. See, you can see here all totally you can using the XOR circuit. Finally A XOR B XOR. Here what is the inputs A B C D up to H. What is the output here? A XR, B XR, C XR, D XR up to H. These are the parity generator. This already discussed in the classroom. Next coming to the next topic is comparator. Comparator is nothing but you have to compare two bits, A bit and B bit. Though it may be A equal to B, A less than B, A greater than B. These are the circuit diagrams. These are the logic diagrams. See here, the comparator using adder. You can using the adder circuit. So here, see here, this is the A less than B. If you are giving to the circuit 4 bit comparator, you have to give A0 to B3, A0 to A1, A2, A3. Have to giving to this circuit. What happened here? You have to A input you have to give into the inverter, then you have to connect it to the adder circuit, and B input directly you have to connect to the adder circuit. So you can take here output is B greater than A. Suppose if you take here B less than A, here you can take A equal to B, A equal to B. This is the comparator using adder circuit diagram. See here, you can differently. The A equal to B is nothing but you can implement with XNOR gate. You can A equal to B, it will be comparing the 4-bit data. The different circuits are there. And the 0-1 detector. Detector. This circuit you can only detect how many ones are there. Here how many zeros are there. It will be detects. Next coming to the counters. What is the meaning of counters? It counts the clock pulse. Here we have two types of counters are there. One is asynchronous counter. Second one is synchronous counters. Asynchronous counters is nothing but output change at varying times with respect to clock cycle or edge of the trigger. Example, ripple counter. Ripple counter is example for asynchronous counter. And what about a synchronous counter? Output change at substating same time. Example, up and down counters. So up and down counters you can using one adder and D flip flop only. D flip flop only. See here, this one is the circuit diagram for this is the up and down counter. See, this is the clock pulse you have to giving here. You can take the output here. When it is up counter is nothing but you have to giving to the first clock pulse. What happened here? 0 0 0 1. 1 is nothing but one clock pulse. If you giving two clock pulse, again the second clock pulse you have to giving what is the output here? 0 0 1 0. Like that here 4 D flip flops are there, 4 adders are there. So we can give it to the four possibilities nothing but how many clock pulse you can counting here is nothing but 0 to 16 clock pulses we can counting. After down counter is nothing but reverse order of the up counter. If you're giving down counter is nothing but up counter, then you have to down counter is nothing but it may be 1 1 1 is nothing but if you giving another clock pulse, what happened next G 1 1 1 0 like that, the down counter. So these the counters. Next coming to the ALU. What is the ALU? What is ALU? Arithmetic logic unit. Arithmetic logic unit. You can perform the arithmetic operation as well as logical operation in the ALU. And although see here, basic ALU takes two data inputs, a set of control signals called opcodes. Opcode is nothing but operational codes. Operational codes. Next, next coming to the block diagram for. Next coming to the circuit diagram for ALU. Circuit diagram for ALU. See here is the signal mode. Signal mode. The signal mode F false is nothing but arithmetic. It operates the arithmetic operation. The signal mode is true is nothing but it operates the Boolean operation. Example, S of 0 equal to 1 is nothing but Boolean operation. Boolean operation like that. See here, where is the S? This here. These are the inputs. S inputs you have to give here. When it is 0, when it is S of 0 equal to 1 is nothing but the Boolean operation. Boolean operation will be passed like that. Signal mode false is nothing but arithmetic operation, and true is nothing but Boolean operations. So these are the different types of arithmetic logical unit, ALU circuit diagram. Next coming to the multiplier. Multiplier. It's a multiplier is nothing but a normal multiplier. This is the expression for multiplier. The n number of multipliers. Let's see, 4-bit multiplier. You can know that this is the multiplier. This is the product. So we know that multiplier, and this is the circuit diagram. Array multiplier cell. Array multiplier cell. See here P is nothing but product. C is nothing but a carry. X is nothing but a propagated diagonally from top to bottom left. Y is nothing but horizontally. So these are the different these are the n number of multipliers. So you can see here 4 by 4 array multiplier is nothing but here you have to using the four numbers you can multiply here.